Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Recovery Lab. My name is Chris. I'm your coach. I'm your sports therapist. And today is Wednesday. It's our recovery session. So if you're feeling stiff, if you're feeling sore, if you're feeling kind of potentially a little bit lethargic and you kind of just need a little boost in your midweek, today is that boost, So if you haven't already, click that little subscribe button. And a big thank you for doing so. And let me know how you're doing in the comment section, okay? That's where I get to see you. That's where I get to meet you. That's where I get to hear all the interesting things you have to say. So please, please, please use it. Hope you're having a lovely week so far. Enjoying each day as it comes. And yeah, so the things you're going to need are your yoga mat. Okay, you're going to need a big open space, enough room to kind of throw your legs around, kind of stretch out, do a bit of a starfish. You're going to need a potential drink if you're dehydrated. You're going to need some sort of yoga block. If you've got one, if you've got two, then brilliant. Doesn't matter which ones you got, okay? And if you've got some sort of yoga strap. Now, if you don't have these objects, it's not to worry. You could use a towel if you have a towel. You can use a belt. You can use a dog lead. You can use some sort of other piece of rope, as long as it doesn't hurt you. And in regards to yoga block, if you have another small object that is pretty sturdy, it's just to kind of help enhance some stretches or pull back on some stretches while you maintain good technique, okay? Good morning, Paul. How are you doing, buddy? You okay? Good morning, everybody else. So, to get things going, to get things underway, what we're going to do, we're going to come back, we're going to have a little stretch, and we're just going to kick things off in that fashion, okay? So, what you're going to do, you're going to sink your hips down onto your heels, okay, if you can. Now, what it looks like from the side is literally exactly that. You've got lovely flat feet. You're going to come down there. Now, some of you may have a lot of pressure in your quads, a lot of tightness pulling on your knees. Now, if this is a little bit too much, kind of what I want you to do is walk it away, come down, feel that pressure, and come back. Now, you can hold onto your sofa and do it a little bit elevated as you dip down, draw back. However, if you can sustain it, what I want you to try and do is come from here and come up as tall as you can and really open at that chest. So that back, like me, is nice and straight, nice and tall. You've opened it up a little and you're kind of holding that posture, getting that stretch in those knees, getting that stretch in those ankles, and opening up that chest and getting that stretch there as well, okay? So what I want you to do is gently close your eyes. I want you to focus on your breathing. I want you to take a big deep breath in. Try and do it over 4 seconds. I want you to pause, and then I gently want you to let it go nice and steady over 4 seconds, all right? So again. Set nice and steady. Good, one more. Good. From there, what I want you to do is hold in that position. I want you to see if you can slide your arms back, and I want you to try and bring your chest down, curving your back, and relaxing your head on the floor. Nice and gently, taking big deep breaths in. So one more big deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, you're going to slowly come up. You're going to extend your arms up. You're going to interlock your fingers. You're going to poke your head through. You're going to straighten your back as much as you can. Squeeze in those shoulder blades together. And coming around the back. Okay? So this time I want you to slide forward. I want you to stretch out. Feel that stretch there. I want you to come up. I want you to come around to the top, squeeze, poke the head through, and back around, and back forward. Okay, now as you're doing that, if you can, pop those knees out ever so slightly, okay? It's going to enhance the stretch on your ankles and potentially feel it a little bit more in your quads as well, okay? So you're sliding in between, coming down, stretching, keeping your arms fairly close together. Feel it a little bit more in the shoulders that way. Coming up, nice and tall. Coming around, squeezing at the top, back around, and back out. Coming up, nice and gently. That's it, nice and steady. From there, keeping your hands nice and straight, you're going to come up nice and tall into a lovely little box position, just like so. We're going to push our chest away from the floor, really trying to round our backs as much as we possibly can. From there, you're going to nice and gently bring in. Good. Coming up, away again. Good. Gently coming back down. From there, what you're going to do, you're going to slide underneath. You're going to drop your shoulder down. You're going to count to 2. Then you're going to come up. You're going to flow it around as much as you possibly can, opening up that chest, rotating as best as you can, and sliding back and underneath, dropping the shoulder down, and coming all the way around, sticking to the one side for now. Breathe in for out. Set. Nice and gentle. Coming around. After this one, you're going to swap sides. So sliding underneath, drawing down, all the way back up. Big rotation around. Set. Nice and steady. Last one. Good, okay. So from there, what you're going to do, you're going to draw your hips forward, okay? You're going to curve your back as best as you can. Then you're going to come up, sink them down as best as you can. Okay, so it's forward, pivoting on those knees, staying up as straight as you can, coming back, going down as deep as you can, really drawing that chest down towards the floor, squeezing those shoulder blades up. Set. Nice and steady, big deep breaths out. Good. From there, as you drive up, you're going to drive one leg forward, just like so. Okay, so from frontal position, you drive in there. Okay, and now I want you to gently hold this position as you're holding that pose. Okay, you want your wrists in line with your ankles. You want your feet facing forward. Try and separate your toes if you can. Give them a little wiggle. And you want your arms directly underneath your shoulders. If you can, try and draw that rear leg back as far as possible, stretching out that groin and those hip flexors. Gently breathing out. From there, stretching that leg forward. Keep your hands forward as you can. Feel it on your hamstrings. Good. Gently coming forward again. Realigning those wrists with that heel. Take a big deep breath in, and what you're going to try and do is drop down that outside arm as you're holding that stretch. Gently breathe it out. Good. From there, dropping the inside arm down again if you can. So gently coming up, leaning back. Again, this time reaching towards those toes. So swapping sides, coming forward. Again, drawing that back leg back as far as you can. Feet facing forward, separating the toes as best as you can. Give them a little wiggle, stretch them out. Keeping those wrists nice and in line. And then directly underneath the shoulders, trying to breathe it out nice and gently. Nice and gently, big deep breath in. Gently breathing it out as you come back. Trying to hold alongside the floor. Keeping that leg as straight as you possibly can. Good, nice and easy. Gently coming forward. Again, realigning yourself. Separating those toes. Give them a little wiggle. From there, dropping that outside arm. Breathing it out. Nice and steady. From there, dropping that inside arm. Big deep breath. So big deep breath in. Gently breathing it out
Coming back, reaching, holding onto those toes if you can. Good, nice and steady. Good. From there, what you're going to do, you're going to extend one leg out to the side, open that leg underneath so you can sit down just like so. If you can see that, you're going to walk it forward, draw your hip forward, squeeze your bum. You're going to come back and sink it down, stretching out as much as you possibly can. Okay, so it's nice and dynamic at the beginning. Draw it out, stretch, squeeze that bum, and over, down. Good, coming up. Stretching that leg deep as you can. So feel it in your lats, your thigh, inner groin. Coming up, nice and tall. Good, big drive in. From there, gently swapping sides. Sinking down, walking forward, driving through. Big squeeze. From there, gently coming down. Drawing up, big deep breath in. Focus on that breathing, nice and steady, coming back. Breathe it away, a couple more. Nice and steady, flowing from one to the other. Set, coming up nice and tall. Last time. Good, slide it back in the middle. From there, sinking it down nice and deep as you can, trying to be as even as you can. Walking those arms up and away from you. Taking a big deep breath. Now stretch those shoulders out, stretch that back out. Bringing those hips as deep as you can to your heels. Taking your time, nice and steady. From there, coming up, planting your feet down, lifting your knees up, drawing down as deep as you can, stretching that posterior chain, trying to draw those heels down as much as possible, those knees back. Good, coming forward, gently coming down. From there, extending out, lifting one leg up and over, looking away from that leg as much as you can. Big deep breaths. So from there, flowing over to the other side, back in the middle. Try to glue those shoulders down if you can. Lift on that leg up as tall as you can. Rotating all the way around. Good, gently coming back in the middle. Resetting your hands underneath the chest. Big, powerful press up. Coming up. Getting into that downward dog, drawing it down as much as you can. From there, sliding your left leg forward, right leg back, keeping those hips as still as you can. Trying to walk those arms away from you, bringing that chest down. So gently coming out as tall as you can, really lengthen that back, really press away as tall as possible. Good, coming down. From there, sliding that opposite hand underneath, dropping the shoulder as best as you can, trying to keep your hips as still as possible. Big deep breaths. Gently coming back to the middle, walking it up. Again, tall as you can. Big deep breaths. So, planting the hands. From there, driving your opposite foot into the floor, lifting up, stretching back. Good, gently coming down, swapping legs. Coming down as deep as possible. Good. From there, big deep breath in. Breathing it away as you're walking those hands up as tall as you can. Just like so. Big deep breaths. Well done. Really try and draw those shoulders back and down as you lengthen that spine. Good. Big deep breath in. Gently breathe it out, walking it away. Sliding that left arm underneath, dropping that shoulder down as best as you can. Big deep breaths. Nice and steady, nice and relaxed. Gently coming forward. Breathing in, coming up.
Again, pushing it away. Breathing out, nice and steady, nice and relaxed. So, nice flat palms. Planting that back foot down. Coming out as tall as you can. So gently bringing it down. Coming down to the floor again. From there, extending your arms out again. Keeping your shoulders down. One leg up. Looking away from that foot. Stretching out as far as you can. Try and get it to the floor. Keeping that shoulder down now. Big deep breath. Good. Gently swapping it over. So from there, gently coming back. What you're going to do, you're going to gently spin around. Laying down nice and flat. What we're going to do is bring your feet together. Gently point your toes. You're going to bring your arms all the way around. Squeezing them at the top. Extending your body up as much as you physically can. Take a big deep breath in. Nice and steady. Breathing it in. Breathing it out. Turning your arms back around again. Tap your hips. And back around. And then really stretch and lengthen that body out. From there, gently lifting up your right leg. What you're going to do is spin your arms around. You're going to pull that leg in towards your chest and off slightly to the shoulder. Squeezing it as much as you can into your body whilst trying your best to keep that opposite leg as straight as you can. Try not to rotate it. That's it. Swapping sides. That's it. Big deep breath in. That's it. Nice and steady. Drawing it back out. Again, feet together. Arms spanning around all across the floor. Squeezing at the top. Really lengthen yourself. Gonna stretch out your abdomen. Stretch your shoulders out. Stretch your legs out. Point your toes away. Curve your back ever so slightly.
Good. From there, coming back around, you're going to lift both legs at this time, drawing them in as much as you can. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to cut your outside of your feet, bring your hands on the inside of your thighs. From there, keeping your feet as flat as you can, you're going to pull in towards your chest, trying to flatten your back as best as you can by drawing your shoulders down, opening up your hips, keeping your spine as straight as you possibly can. Yeah, nice and steady. So drawing it down as best as you can. Good. From there, stretching out. Bringing your arms back around, lengthening that body. Good. Back around. From here, you're going to grab your straps. You're going to go up ever so gently. Come over, holding onto your strap. Okay, you're going to slide one leg around, just like so. From there, grab yourself a little seat. Make sure your strap or your towel is on the base of your foot. So like so. You're going to bring it in as much as you possibly can to you. Just like that. That's it. Big deep breath. Good. From there, a little bit more if you can. Good. From there, gently lowering your feet. Tap the floor, bring it back up, out to the side. As much as you can, pulling up with your strap. Big deep breath. Try and keep that other leg as straight as you can. Nice and steady. So gently transferring it from one side all the way over to the opposite. Again, trying to keep those shoulders down, trying to keep that leg as straight as possible, lifting it up with your strap, your towel, whatever you're using. Good, gently relaxing, okay? So with that leg, what you're gonna do, you're gonna switch the strap around so it's facing the back. You're gonna gently roll over onto your front, just like so. Now, if you can, you're gonna stay as straight as you possibly can, all right? From there, you're gonna lift up that leg, bring it up ever so tall, okay? Just like that. If I show you on the side, might be a little bit easier for you to follow. So it's just there, stretching out Lifting up. And you're going to lift that leg up as tall as you possibly can. Just like so. That's it. Perfect. Big deep breaths. A little full if you can. That's it. Gently coming through. Swapping sides with your straps. Chuck it onto your other foot. Take a big deep breath. And then gently laying back down again. So from there, lifting up nice and tall. So a little lift up if you can. A little bit more. So from there, gently bringing it back down. Tapping the floor, lifting up, bringing it out to the side. Again, you're trying to keep that leg as straight as you can. Trying to keep your opposite leg as straight as you can. So big deep breath. So from there, coming all the way over onto the opposite side. Again, trying to keep your shoulders down as much as you possibly can. So breathe it away. Sit nice and steady. Coming up, dropping it back down. From there, sliding the strap around to the back, rolling yourself over again. Lay down nice and flat. Lifting that leg up straight as you can. If you can, try and get that knee off the floor. If you can't, then not to worry. Try to embrace that stretch as much as you possibly can. So from there, gently stretching it out, dropping it down. From there, lifting it up.
Big, powerful press away. From there, drawing it back.
Pop your knees out, stretching it back, taking your time. Take big deep breaths, nice and slow, nice and steady. There, gently walking it out, breathing these together.
And relax, good job. Take it easy. Have an amazing day, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's session. Hope you feel a little bit more relaxed now, a little bit more flexible, a little less sleepy. Have an amazing one. Well done. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you found today. You know, you have to take those straps off. But yeah, have an amazing one. Hope you found this week so far really enjoyable, and kind of just enjoying that in general. But yeah, have an amazing day. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your company. Morning, Lucy. How you doing? But yeah, enjoy it. Later today, I'm going to try and release a few videos. One on patellofemoral syndrome, which is where your kneecap is slightly out of line, so you get pain behind your kneecap. Okay, for those who experience any of that. IT band syndrome, where you get pain down the side of your thigh, which is your IT band, stems from your hip. They're kind of co-linked, if you will. I'm going to be releasing one about lower back pain, if you struggle with lower back pain. And then later this week, it's a few warm-up videos for swimming, cycling, and running. So yeah, if you want to look out for those, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And those will pop up on the channel very, very soon. But yeah, enjoy it. Brilliant effort, Paul. Ready for a very dull virtual team meeting. Exactly. New times, eh? Lots of virtual team meetings and so on and so forth and all the rest of it. But it's also really important to have moments like this, so your mental health, your physical health can be always your priority and always number one and everything. So with that being said, if you ever kind of need any support or kind of just a conversation or virtual team cup of tea, let me know and I'll sort it out, okay? Have an amazing day. Hope the meeting goes well. The video for the knee will be uploaded later today, and the back and so on. But yeah, definitely. Okay. If anyone wants a big group potential Zoom cup of tea, let me know and I'll try and organize that at a time and a place. We can all see how we're all doing. Okay. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you tomorrow, ready for our upper body prehab class. All right, it's got a good one in store for you, okay? Take care. See you soon.